So first of all, I think I'm the most excited person in the room. It's a great honor to be here with you. Congratulations to all the graduates, to the families, to the amazing faculty members, to Professor Jackie. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. I will try in the next 20 minutes to share with you my business and entrepreneurship experience, and to emphasize 5 elements that I think are crucial to each successful initiative. In the last 18 years, I was involved in more than 20 initiatives. Some of them are business initiatives, some are political initiatives, some are NGOs and civil organizations, from tax protests to improving the rail station rail service in Israel. But what I'm most proud of my business initiative that I will start sharing with you now. And I'll start, so I'll go with dreams, vision, values, partners, and meaning. I think those are the 5 elements that I want to share with you, and I'll give examples through my business and entrepreneurship experience. So I was born 48 years ago in a small kibbutz, very small community back down in the Negev. And the first dream I remember of myself from a really young child was the dream to move out of the kibbutz. I hated the life in the kibbutz. It was a nightmare. It was really a nightmare. And when I was 14, I fulfilled my first dream. And I learned that dream can come true. So we moved out from the kibbutz. And then when I was 21, together with Shlomi, my best partner in the last 28 years, we went traveling around the world, like many young Israelis. We traveled in New Zealand, Australia, and Nepal for 1 year backpacking, trekking, exploring the outback of New Zealand, in the Everest Base Camp in Nepal. Came back to Israel, and thanks God, Shlomi graduated from Tel Aviv University. Not in business, but in electronic engineering. And when she graduated in 2004, we say that it's time to go travel again. Before starting a family, buying a house, and taking a mortgage, this is the time to enjoy life again. So we said, let's go travel, but let's start in Israel. So for 40 days in the spring of 2004, about 19 years ago, we backpacked, hiked through the Israel National Trail, Shmil Israel. It's an hiking trail, yeah, great, you know it. So for 40 days we went the trail, and we start dreaming, we start having another dream. A dream of hostels, network of hostels along the trail that will connect the hikers to the community, the Arab community and the Jewish community, the big cities and the small villages, like in many other hiking treks around the world, a dream of a hostel network along the trail. So we went to California and like another trek, and then in South America. We spent about 6 months in South America, from the Galapagos Island to the Machu Picchu and Patagonia. Any South America? Yeah? Yes! And from all those amazing places, we came to a very beautiful village in Ecuador, a rural village of, yes, Ecuador, not Python, yes, Viva Ecuador. A small rural village of indigenous community, and we stayed a week in the community. We volunteered in the school, teaching English and computers, learning Spanish, buying the local products, learning about the culture, the heritage, the lifestyle. And it was amazing to see in our eyes how sustainable tourism can support the local community, can support their lifestyle, their heritage, their culture, and they are making a living in the same time. We say, wow, this is an amazing business model. We want to adopt it on the Israel National Trail to open the first hostel from the network that we dream to have. And we said we're going to open our first hostel in an Arab community. If you didn't imagine it or not, I'm Jewish, living all my life in Jewish communities, and at the age of 30, I had not one single Arab friend. Everyone who watches, please mute yourself. At the age of 30, we had not even one single Arab friend. Arabs are 20% of Israel citizens. And in South America, we are learning the language, the culture, the festivals, but we don't know the difference between the Eid al-Adha, the Muslim holiday that is taking place just right now, to the Eid al-Fitr and Ramadan. Didn't know when Jesus was born, where he was buried, and when he was announced about his first coming. So we said if we open our guest house in an Arab community, we can create a shared interest and a vision between the people living in Israel nowadays. And then we said, feel proud in South America that we're going to open our first guest house in the city of Nazareth, the city of Annunciation. Nazareth is the hub of the Galilee, okay? Where Miriam received the announcement about the coming of Jesus, the Messiah. And around Nazareth, we have Farkana, the first miracle of Jesus, National Park Tzipori, National Park Megiddo, the biblical Armageddon site, and Mount Tabor. The second circle around Nazareth, we have Akko, Haifa, and Sea of Galilee. And the big half circle, okay, if this is Nazareth, we have Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Amman of Jordan, Damascus of Syria, and Lebanon. And this is where we come with our vision, transforming Nazareth into the backpacker hub of the Middle East. And with this vision, we came back to Israel at the beginning of 2005. And again, thanks to Shlomit that went from the airport straight to Intel to work as an electronic engineer. I had the time and the finance to look for a building. Partners, you must find the perfect partner. Without partners, you are no one. Okay? Partners. So we start walking through the old city of Nazareth, falling in love, but realizing that it's a ghost town. It's a dead town. It was suffering from the second Intifada and October riot, and it's become the poorest neighborhood in the greater Nazareth. People were afraid to walk in the streets, not just during the nighttime, but also during the daytime. And there was not one single bed, not single guest house, not single hostel, not single hospitality business in the old city of Nazareth. And we said we are going to open the first one. And we were very lucky. The first slide, we are very lucky to find the Azar building owned by the Azar family. And in 2005, 5 months after we got back from traveling around the world, we started fulfilling our dream of a network of hostels along the Israel National Trail by opening the Fauzi Azar in Nazareth. It's a beautiful building. If you still have time while in Israel, go and visit. Was doing so. And then we started with few other initiatives. The first network of private hostels throughout the country to encourage independent travel to come and visit Israel and create a knowledge sharing and community between the hostel owners. And then the Jesus Trail, which was the first international hiking trail within Israel. Okay, from the Sea of Galilee, from Nazareth to the Sea of Galilee, it's become world known and become a model for tourism development, not just in Israel, but worldwide. And then in 2010, after 5 years in business, since we came back and opened the Fauzi, and we were the parents of 2 boys, pregnant with the 3rd daughter, Shlomit one day told me, Maoz, I had enough. I had enough. You have a dream, and you have a vision, but you bring no money. And now it's your turn. After 5 years, I supported you and your dreams. I'm not going back to work after my pregnancy leave. It's your time to bring food, to put it on our table. And it was devastating. It was devastating because we hosted Tony Blair as the quartet representative to the Middle East. We hosted Tony Wheeler, the founder of the Lonely Planet. We won best accommodation for local community. which is basically the Oscar of sustainable tourism, but we'll keep losing money. So we said we might change something, and we must bring more partners and to open a bigger business, and that's where we opened Abraham Jerusalem. Okay, the first modern hostel in Israel, in the center of the city, with 80 rooms, all hotel standards, but very social for the community around us and for guests. And also Abraham Tours. Abraham Tours is our biggest revenue operation with more than 8,000 travelers traveling with us every month. Wow. Okay, you can multiply. Okay, we are operating in Israel, Palestine territories, and Jordan. And then we opened Tel Aviv, of course. And for 4 years, I managed Tel Aviv, and I'm proud most not from the celebrities that we hosted, or the music events, or the award we won, but from the part we took in the campaign against the Israeli government of Israel policy to deport the asylum seekers and refugees from Eritrea and Sudan. We took a major part in this campaign, and we put a huge billboard on the wall. ואהבת את הגר, כי גרים הייתם, די לרדיפה ולגירוש. You shall love the strangers because you are a stranger. Stop deportation. And we put this billboard, and we are leading this campaign, and we won. And that's when we realized that as a business, we must take part in shaping the Israeli society. We cannot leave it to the politician, not to the civil organization, but as a business, we must take a stand, and we must act, okay? Not to leave it to no one else. And from that moment on, activism is part of our core business, as same as impact. Because we had, thanks to the successful campaign, Bridges Fund, VC, invested 20 million in our business and become the 6th partner. And with that money, we renovated Abraham Eilat. If you haven't been to Eilat, go to Eilat. We have a beautiful place and do a diving course. It's perfect in Eilat. And with 12 million shekel investment in Eilat, and a company that is reaching nearly 100 million shekel in revenue, 250 employees, and that's when COVID happened. And COVID was a disaster, a catastrophe, the perfect storm. We nearly got bankrupt. We had to let all our employees go. We got down to a few million shekels in revenue a year. Okay, maybe 5% of what we've done before, and maybe 15 or 20 employees. And then, thanks to our very strong brand and values and vision, we were able to raise more money in a relatively good market value, and that allowed us to expand. We realized that Israel is not enough, okay? We must share our risk around the world. So with partners, we opened in the Philippines, we opened in Sinai, and this is where Abraham is standing at the moment. And yeah, good. And that's where we are. I'm good on time, right? Yeah? Okay. Good. So maybe we'll have time for a question or two. Okay, great. We might have time for a question or two. Through COVID, I realized that we are in a global, there are 3 global crises. Okay? It doesn't matter which continent, country you are, it's got different way it appears, but we have 3 global crises. The environment crisis, the political crisis, and the economic crisis. And my mission, where I find my meaning, is to be part of the solution. And I am most effective when I'm taking this position from the business aspect. Because when the business is taking a stance, it's amplified. Okay? It's not one person or a group. We go demonstrate, we try to lobby for a law. When a business is taking a moral stand, it's amplified and it can make a change. And this is where I want to be, and this is how I find my meaning, not just as an individual, but as a business. And I hope and believe that we are entering a new era where, as an individual, we are not just looking for happiness and money. As business, we're not just looking for the bottom line of the profit, we are looking for a meaning. And it's up to us, okay, what we'll do with this meaning. And this is why I want to really encourage you. Now as you are moving from the backseat, or maybe the friend of the driver, as a graduated of the Sofaer MBA program, you are moving into the driver's seat, guys. It's a lot of responsibility. I'm seriously, and you see, I'm really, I moved. Because you are moving into the driver's seat. It's up to you if we'll have a better world for us, for our children, or if the world is going to worse. And I strongly believe that we and you can be the change. Okay, I want to encourage you, be the change. Okay, be the change, and we all going to live in a better world. Your parents will be proud of you, your colleagues will be proud of you, and your children will be proud of you, and of course the faculty members will be proud of you. So what I want to, the conclusion is, don't be afraid from big dreams. Okay, some might say you are crazy, stupid, naive. Okay, don't be afraid to dream big. Radical vision. Okay, being radical is not a bad thing. Okay, so go radical. Okay, in business, in life, in whatever you are doing, don't be afraid of the word radical. High values. Okay, and we are taking the values from Abraham. Okay, Abraham, the biblical father and the communal father for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And this is the core of our business, the values of biblical Abraham. It's part of our heritage, part of our culture, and we want to bring it to nowadays. Supportive partners. Without partners, you are nothing. It's very lonesome to be where I'm standing now. It's very lonesome. It's very scary. With no good partners next to you, the chances that your initiative will succeed is way less. Okay? So partners.
Yay, Shalomit.
And follow your meaning. Okay? Find the meaning. If it's in your career, and it's your the individual life, find your meaning, and don't be afraid to speak about it and to show that it can be done. And again, really thank you for your time. I wish you all the best. I wish us all the best. And now you are in the driver's seat, so take the world to a better place. I'm available, guys. Okay? You need something, you need advice, you have an idea, partnership, whatever. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram. I promise to follow back. Anything you need, I'm there for you. Thank you.